pretty sharp. 7 180s already. 111 first 9 average. This is proper Peter Wright stuff, and that has been in short supply over the last year or two. It is back-to-back semi-finals on the World Series for Peter Wright, following his run to the semis in Wollongong. Missed the double for a 9-darter already tonight. He is feeling good, and that can't have happened too often for Snakebite over his malaise over the last year and a half, 2 years. This could be superb. But who wins it, Webb?
It's a tough one, isn't it? It really is. You mentioned, you covered it all there, Dan. Like, the scoring of Peter Wright is fantastic, but the finishing of Damon Heta has been unbelievable. We've had so many kind of stop-start moments of Peter Wright where you think, right, he's turned the corner, then he puts in a below-par performance. But the fact he made a semi-final this week, he made a semi-final again, it's kind of the best signs we've seen from Peter Wright for the best part of sort of 18 months. Obviously, the European Championship, even that, was in serious trouble in the opening round.
Yeah, well, the European Championship, that was October last year. He is the reigning European champion, of course. But that was the last time he'd made a big stage semi-final until this last week and a half down under. Look at him go. 4 perfect darts to start the match for Snakebites.
Here's with Peter Wright. He'll rock up at his next one with a completely different set of darts. He's surely got to have looked at these. He played some of my best stuff in a while. He doesn't operate like that, does he?
Well, despite the maximum for Peter Wright, Damon Heta's hit back with one of his own, and he's back in control of the leg. It's not brilliant, but with the way he's finished so far in this tournament, 72 won't hold any fears for him.
There'll be a little bit of pressure. Options, may use the ball.
85. I mean, it requires 72.
Magic.
Not sure there was any. Nice and high up towards the double top. That leaves double 16, and he's been deadly on this. He cannot miss it. This is astonishing from Damon Heta.
If you don't pull away from Damon in legs, he's going to take his opportunity. He's shown that throughout the event. 13 out of 16 on the doubles in this tournament.
That is an incredible set of numbers. Now, if Damon Heta went to a long format game at the Worlds or the match play or whatever, and he's more than 80% on his doubles come the end of it, we are talking about record-breaking territory. It's the sort of thing Johnny Clayton was doing at that Masters when he went on to win it. But he's adding the score into it now, and we know he's got that in his locker. If this is the good version of Damon Heta, then we are looking at one of the top players around.
Took the words out of my mouth there, Dan, in terms of he's finding the scoring as well, because he really relied on the finishing against Rob Cross. The scoring was a bit stop-start. He got out the blocks brilliantly here, Damon. Finally, Peter Wright got himself down to 1-2-1 after 9 darts. We'll be talking about the finishing a lot, but Peter Wright's performances have been fantastic. They were last week in Wollongong as well.
Treble 7 and bull again. Oh, he's going for it. 50-21, 50. And he hasn't got it.
96.
He went for the exact same shot, you know, when he played Damon Heta in Gibraltar in a Euro Tour final. It's a final that he ended up losing to Heta. It is
96.
Damon's only ranking big stage victory in PDC darts. But double 8 for a level game.
Game shot,
Match darts galore, missed in that one, wasn't it? It was the final Euro Tour of the 2022 season. Couple of holds to start off our second semi-final. Reminder, it's world champion and world number 1, Luke Humphries, who waits in the final.
Do you want to explain to, well, mainly me, Mark, the benefits of going that route for the 1-2-1 checkout? Because I've been thinking about it for 2 years and I still don't see it. Apart from it makes you look dead cool.
There's no logic for it, and even if he'd hit it there, his flight had blocked the shot anyway, so he wouldn't have got to see it and rewind it back. But yeah, no, it's not the right way to go.
You tell him.
And granted, he's probably not going to listen to me, and I make him right. But under the pressure situation, I don't think it's the right way to go.
Well, we saw a questionable piece of board management from Luke Littler towards the end of his game with Luke Humphries, and look, it has got to be a contributing factor to him losing that game. It obviously feels more important at the back end of a match when the win is there to be taken. But ultimately, Peter Wright, no need to go for the 167. It doesn't matter whereabouts in a match you are, whether it's leg 1, leg 2, or the very last leg decider. They all count the same. They're important.
Damon Heta.
133.
Getting himself down at 32. We know what will happen here. Oh, I see. Told you. I knew he'd miss eventually. Will it prove costly?
Well, the thing about hitting your darts at double, first time I'm asking all the time, is you never put any blocker darts there. That's what's happened here. 3 clear darts missed at double by Damon Heta. First time he's done it in the tournament. He's had plenty of practice throwing at the bullseye in this game already, Peter Wright. He's not going to get a dart at ball to go 2-1 up.
54.
Another opportunity here for Damon. So the first time he's missed in a long old while in this tournament. Hasn't been costly. 2-1.
Both leg, Peter.
Looks focused, Damon.
Well, he is scoring as well as he has done all tournament, Peter Wright. Second 180, 4th of the match, 2 apiece.
85.
Whatever the outcome of this match, Dan, for Peter Wright, he's got to walk away from this double-header down and think there's some serious progress made. He had a disappointing world match play.
32. Damon requires 76.
Now, 3-1. Beautiful dart, leaves double 8.
Game shot in the both leg.
There's a sense of inevitability with Damon Heta on the doubles, particularly in that bottom left section of the board.
The scoring a bit here as well. The average not far off 100 for Damon.
58.
He found a crucial break against Rob Cross in the same stage in the quarterfinals, but was pegged back, and Peter Wright will be thinking, try and grab that break straight back, get in at the interval 3 apiece. Won't be overly concerned. We're panicking yet, Peter.
So far, this is the performance where everything is starting to come together for Damon Heta. He has married his scoring ability, which he has demonstrated repeatedly over the last few years, with the incredible finishing he's been producing this week. And this is a good version of Peter Wright, that he is 3-1 up and potentially 4-1 up in a minute.
It's a Peter Wright playing well. Not there. Up and down Peter Wright we saw in the Premier League, or we saw in the World Match Play. Peter Wright's throwing everything at him here, but so far Damon Heta's had the answers. Can he back up that break with a holder throw? And it would guarantee he would lead at the break.
Goes to the bullseye anyway. Makes sense, gets down to a finish that should get him a dart at the outer ring if he's allowed back. It's for a 12 darter though. Got another chance to find the treble. He hasn't taken.
Good last one. This is a big passage of play coming here.
Require 80.
Heta. There's not going to be a clear path to this top regardless. There we see. Yes, and big opportunity for some clear daylight in this semi and to cross the halfway mark.
Great stuff from Peter Wright, 13 darter, and it's less the one dart missed at tops from Damon Heta that'll annoy him. It's the fact that he had 6 from 129 and 1 dart at tops was all he got.
Yeah, from 129, we'd argue down the minimum requirement is you leave 60. So you go in single for double, minimum requirement.
You should be getting a couple of goals at the dart. And with the way he's finishing, you would think he's going to take it out. Anybody can miss a dart here or there. Back on throw.
Solid stance from Peter Wright. Very little movement in that back leg. It's been so effective throughout his career. Yes, he's had a wobble the last 18 months. Peter Wright, top performer, 2-time world champion. And he still thinks there's going to be many more major titles. He believes, and that is all that matters.
Yeah, the reigning European champion. He's actually got a fight in his hands to get to Dortmund to qualify to defend the title. It could be the first time we've ever had a European champion not qualify for the European Championship. He's in the spots at the minute. Not
in the slam either, Dan. And when your ranking's under threat, you need to state the obvious. You need to be in these big events, don't you?
134.
However, you're right, it's served him well an awful long time. Win this match, it'll be an 11th year running he's made a big stage final in PDC darts. Not going to take the 161. Heta's already completed a 132 checkout in this tournament. But Matt was against Simon Whitlock, and Whitlock wasn't on a finish, so he went treble 20, treble 20, double 6. This, he'll start on the ball. Can he find his way through if he gets to treble 19?
It seemed like it kicked right and covered a little bit of the ball, but he didn't find the treble 19, so Peter Wright. But a good response to going 3-1 down. He gets rid of this 68. 15, you'd think. Under the circumstances. We spoke about this earlier, Dan. There's been some strange decisions in matches tonight, hasn't there?
Yeah, you can say it was brave, you can say it was foolish. Damon Heta, big 20, leaves double 16. And of course he pins it. It may not be quite as clinical.
Now to give us the drama.
Well, look, Peter Wright has continued scoring brilliantly as he has done all tournament. Damon Heta has added the scoring to his excellent finishing, and that's why he is 4-2 up deservedly in this game. He has limited Wright to just 4 shots at double so far in the match, despite the fact he's averaging close to 99, as you can see.
It just doesn't seem to be fazed by who he's playing, any situation in this tournament. His checkouts have been outstanding. And his scoring is heavy after the break here.
That's probably worth noting because Peter Wright has dished out some beatings to Heta over the years. Beat him in his very first appearance in this tournament back in 2019. Beat him heavily as well. Beat him at the Worlds, the Players' Championship finals, World Series finals, repeatedly on the Euro Tour. Heta does have a couple of wins against him, but it has been a real string of defeats at the hands of Snakebite Wright over the years. There's the score in power, a third 180 for Peter Wright. It levels up the tally in that respect. Oh, hang about. Couldn't find the 51 to leave ball, and you can see the snarl from Heta.
This is big for Wright now, Dan.
Does he go the same flashy route? Bull 21 bull? No. Learned his lesson, maybe. Still doesn't work.
57. Damon requires 64.
Single 16, leaves double 16.
He's missed it. He has missed it. A
He
rarity, a
requires
chance, an
64.
opportunity for snakebite, which he must take. Double top for Peter Wright. He does take out 64. Little nod of the head from the Scotsman as he not only closes the gap but breaks the throw. We are back on throw in this one.
Well, that's huge in the context of this match. I told you the drama was coming, Dan.
You might be right. Could be plenty more to come as well.
Now, that's debatable. Imagine darts in the Olympic Games. Come on, Dan, you'd love it.
Well,
You're not convinced, are you?
not quite sure how the uniforms would look on some of these lads. Different options here for Peter, right? He may go aggressive and start on the 20s, yeah. It's becoming more popular, that route. Ton 40, though, even if he gets it, leaves a bogey number. Conventionally, people be starting on the 18s, maybe even the bullseye, just to keep the shot alive, the chance of leaving a finish.
59.
Doesn't matter anyway, because Heta can't get to a finish himself. The bonus about leaving 165 is that you can play in the 19s, couple of trebles, you're on 32. Which is exactly how it's panned out.
33.
Very nice from Wright.
Bullseye from here is not a bad shot either. 25 leaves him a two-darter.
130. Payday required.
For a level
32.
game. Can't even decide how to approach it.
16. Damon, you require
Opportunity missed.
72.
Took this out to go 4-2 up. Can he repeat the trick? And he is back hitting that double. First time of asking again. He has still only missed 8 darts at double in the tournament. And look at those checkouts. A trio of 72s, a 76. It's that mid-range finishing that if you keep on taking them out, more often than not, it wins you games. And it's winning Damon Heta this one right now.
Devastating finishing again. All the hard work by Wright has been undone from his perspective.
Look at that. If Damon Heta is still hitting 70% of his doubles come the end of tonight, there is a very real chance that he will have the New Zealand Darts Masters for the title he won on the World Series in Brisbane a few years ago that really kick-started his professional darts career.
That came from nowhere, that win.
125.
He's starting to get frustration.
2. 58. I mean, to require 137.
From here, happy if he picks up one treble and stays straight, but he hasn't managed to do the latter,
45.
or indeed the former. Just opens the door slightly for Peter Wright here. that half-open door. Another mid-range finish for the Heat.
Nice scoreboard pressure created by Wright then.
He was in control of this leg, Damon Heta, and in control of this match, and it is still Damon Heta's game to lose from here, but his grip on it is not quite as firm as it was a few seconds ago.
It's critical right now. Hangs on here, Dan. Got to win this leg.
Well, very different from his game against Gerwyn Price, where he was the better player by some distance. He was 50 points clear in the averages, and still somehow Gerwyn Price kept clinging on until eventually Wright put him away. Here he is having to graft and work and scramble just to try and get level with Heta, and he hasn't been level with the Heat. Apart from when they were tied up at one apiece, that's when Heta managed to pull away, and he's kept him at arm's length since.
Great response from Heta.
It's not going to go.
Give me those 3 darts against his Peter Wright.
Timing to require 58.
Another break coming up, Dan.
Game shot.
Well, this puts Damon Heta on the hill. One more leg and Heta reaches a World Series final for the 3rd time in his career.
How many breaks in a row is that now in this match?
I believe it's 7.
It's incredible.
It really is. Three holes to throw to start, and then break after break after break.
I think Einstein could explain that.
96.
Now brings the bullseye into play. No, going for it.
33.
Means that he does not leave a finish, but Peter Wright's going to need 2 trebles to get to one himself. And that's not happening. Damon Heta.
96.
This, set it up, take it out. Look forward to a final with the world champion and world number 1.
There is that number, 76 again.
Well, he's been making 72 disappear regularly. He's had a 76 checkout already. Can he produce another one? Double top for the match. And Australia's number 1 is through to the final in New Zealand. The New Zealand Darts Masters will have a new winner this year. It'll either be the number 1 from Australia or the number 1 in the world. The Heat